America didn't just fight WW II, it manufactured victory. From motorcycles to massive tank retrievers, this is every major vehicle that rolled off U.S. assembly lines to defeat the Axis. Part 1. The tanks, light and medium. M2 light tank, the grandfather of U.S. tanks. The M2 was obsolete by 1941, but its design DNA formed the basis for the famous Stuart line. M3 Stuart. British crews in North Africa loved its reliability and speed, nicknamed it Honey, a superb scout tank early in the war. M5 Stuart. The improved Stuart. It featured sloped armor and twin Cadillac V8 engines, making it faster and quieter. M22 Locust. Designed to be flown into battle inside heavy gliders, the tiny Locust was air-droppable armor for paratroopers. M3 Lee, a crucial stopgap. Tall, awkward, and mounting its main gun in the hull, the M3 Lee held the line until the Sherman arrived. M4 Sherman, the icon. Reliable, easily transportable, and produced in massive numbers, the Sherman was the backbone of Allied armored forces. Part 2. Tank destroyers. M3 GMC, a desperate early measure, mounting a 75mm field gun on a half-track created America's first mobile tank destroyer. M6 GMC, a light anti-tank vehicle mounting a small 37mm gun on the back of a Dodge Trick. It saw action in Tunisia. M10 Wolverine, the first turreted U.S. tank destroyer. It used a powerful 3-inch gun in an open-topped turret on a Sherman hull. M18 Hellcat, the fastest tracked fighting vehicle of the war. The Hellcat used pure speed, up to 55 miles per hour, to flank heavier German armor. M36 Jackson, the answer to German heavy cats. The M36's massive 90mm gun could knock out tigers and panthers at long range. Part 3. Self-propelled artillery. M7 Priest. Named for its machine gun ring resembling a preacher's pulpit, the Priest provided mobile 105mm artillery support. M8 HMC, a pocket-sized artillery piece using the light Stuart chassis to carry a 75mm howitzer for direct fire support. M12 GMC. Nicknamed King Kong, this heavy self-propelled gun used an older 155mm cannon to smash fortifications. M40 GMC, the successor to the M12, mounting the powerful long-tom 155mm gun on an upgraded chassis, arrived late in the war. M43 HMC. The M43 was the sister vehicle to the M40, swapping the long gun for a massive short-barreled 8-inch howitzer. M4 105mm Assault. Not a tank destroyer, but an assault tank. This Sherman carried a 105mm howitzer in its turret for blasting bunkers. Part 4. Scouts and armored cars. M3 Scout Car, an early war wheeled armored car. Fast on roads, it was used for reconnaissance and as a command vehicle. M8 Greyhound, the eyes of the armored divisions. The 6-wheeled Greyhound was fast, quiet, and scouted ahead of the main force. M20 Utility, the turretless version of the Greyhound, used as a high-speed command vehicle or personnel carrier for scout teams. Part 5. The half-tracks. M2 half-track. The shorter M2 was originally designed as a prime mover to tow artillery pieces and carry their crews. M3 half-track, the primary armored personnel carrier. The longer M3 carried armored infantry squads into battle alongside the tanks. M5 half-track. Built by International Harvester primarily for Lend-Lease, the M5 was visually similar to the M3 but used different components. M9 half-track. The M9 was International Harvester's version of the shorter M2 artillery tractor, also destined mostly for Allies. Part 6. Amphibious and Special Purpose. M29 Weasel. Designed for secret commando missions in snow, the Weasel became indispensable for navigating deep mud in Italy and the Pacific. LVT-1 Alligator. The first Amtrak, essential for crossing coral reefs in the Pacific, though it lacked a rear ramp for easy unloading. LVT-2 Water Buffalo, An improved version with a better powertrain and suspension, the LVT-2 was the workhorse of mid-war amphibious assaults. LVT-4, the game changer. The engine was moved forward to allow a large rear ramp, letting troops and jeeps exit under cover. LVT-A1, a floating tank. It mounted a Stuart tank turret on an LVT hull to provide direct fire support during beach landings. LVT-A4. Needing bigger guns on the beach, the LVT-A4 mounted a 75mm howitzer in an open turret for heavier fire support. GMC DUWK. The famous Duck was an amphibious truck that could ferry supplies from ships directly onto the beach and drive inland. Part 7. Soft skins, trucks and cars. Willys MB, the universal icon of the war. Built by Willys and Ford, the Jeep was rugged, versatile, and served in every theater. Dodge WC. The sturdy Dodge 3/4-ton beeps filled the gap between the Jeep and larger trucks, serving as weapons carriers and ambulances. Chevy G506. The Chevy 1.5-ton 4x4 medium-duty cargo truck was a vital medium-duty cargo truck often used for towing light artillery and general transport. GMC CCWK, the logistical backbone of the U.S. Army. The famous Red Ball Express relied on the rugged GMC 6x6 to supply the front lines. Part 8. Heavy metal, tractors and recovery. M4 Tractor, a purpose-built tracked prime mover designed to tow heavy anti-aircraft and artillery guns across rough terrain. Diamond T. When tanks broke down, this massive Diamond T ballast tractor was needed to haul the heavy recovery trailers. M32 TRV. Based on the Sherman chassis, the M32 used a powerful winch and A-frame crane to recover damaged tanks under fire. M1 Wrecker. The standard heavy-wheeled wrecker used for recovering trucks, half-tracks, and light armored vehicles. Part 9. Two wheels and staff. Harley WLA. The primary motorcycle of U.S. forces, the WLA carried messengers and scouts quickly across the battlefield. Indian 741. Though less common than the Harley, the Indian 741 also served widely, often supplied to Allied nations via Lend-Lease. Ford Staff Car. High-ranking officers didn't always ride in Jeeps. Militarized Ford sedans provided reliable transport for the brass. Shetty Staff Car. Alongside Ford's, Chevrolet sedans were also pressed into service as staff cars for rear echelon duties. American industry produced over 3 million vehicles during the war. It was an unprecedented feat of logistics that motorized the Allied war effort and secured victory.